oh my god, my art is just so terrible, and I see all these younger artists and they're better than me. I should just quit. There's no point in me drawing anymore. That's probably what you have said to yourself at least one time in your life. I know that I have, and hey, I'm gonna teach you how to get out of that mindset, because I was trapped in that for so long. But I'm gonna be giving you some tips, tricks, and motivation to just get you going on your art improvement journey. So if you want your art to go from this to this in a day, I can teach you how to do that. Just kidding, I can't. This is not the video for you. This actually took me 4 years to improve this much, but I'm just gonna be teaching you how to gradually get there. And as long as you do what I tell you, you will be okay. And without further ado, let's get into the video. And I think I just want to start off by saying this will be a very open, down-to-earth conversation, very unscripted. I literally am just yapping. So maybe, hopefully, you will get something out of this. It's just me talking about my experiences and my past with exploring my art, whatever. Very unscripted, I said. But anyway, also just for preface and transparency, I have been enrolled in an art college for about 3.5 years. I am currently finishing out my senior year, and yeah, that has definitely had some effect on the way that I have improved, but I feel that a lot of what I did to mitigate my improvement has been self-directed, so I will be giving you guys some tips on what I did to kind of push myself to be the best that I can be. Because if I just took my college courses, no, because we're not a specialized school. This is just me going into tangents, okay? So my school, it works in a way that I get a general art in design degree, so I basically have to choose my own path. But honestly, the illustration courses are not that great, so I have been doing a lot of illustration painting and character design and all that jazz on my own, and it has been really straining doing that alongside my schoolwork. But if you have the motivation to do that, that is all you need. All you need to do is draw every day. This is where I'm starting, okay? As long as you draw every day, you will improve exponentially. If you're interested in more ways to improve your art, you should check out Skillshare. They have a ton of cool classes, and I have a link down below to help you get there and get started today. So check it out if you can. Personally, I have been drawing every day since I think 2020. I don't honestly sure, I've taken a day off when I was like on vacation or something, but even then I'd be bringing my sketchbook in my iPad, like wherever I go, just in case that I have some kind of motivation to draw, that I'm able to, because the worst thing to me is when I really, really want to draw something and I don't have anything on me. And sure, you can grab a notebook, but just bringing your sketchbook everywhere, it just gives you a little bit of motivation to do it. If you see a cool building, sketch it, take a picture, whatever you want, just please, if you have any smidge of motivation, don't let it go to waste and do it. And I think the important thing to say about sketching in general is do not worry about what it looks like, okay? Just sketch. Because when it comes to sketchbooks and just sketching in general, perfectionism actually is a big hindrance to you. It will leave your drawings looking very stiff, very stagnant. You want to learn how to become more free with your sketches. Sketch fast if you can, and sketch with freedom, because this will in turn kind of like train your muscles to work harder so that they're faster. It's almost training your endurance. You will look at your stuff in the beginning and be like, oh, this is like not that good. This is like not that good. But once you keep building up those muscles, you will be able to push yourself to do so much better. Like I will be showing off some of my sketchbooks in these clips. Just like look at how stiff these used to be in like really old sketchbooks. And then look at now. I'm able to do these really quickly, probably less than 5 minutes each, give or take, and it's just like so much more free, and just sketching every day with this kind of sense of freedom and just drawing whatever you find on Pinterest or whatever you see in your daily life or even your favorite character will help you boost your ability to draw in general. And please, digital artists, please, I'm begging you, get a sketchbook. Please just get a physical sketchbook, because there is just something so amazing about having a tactile sketchbook. I mostly do digital work, right? I do digital painting, I do character design, but I have sketchbooks that I bring everywhere with me, because the iPad, I feel like it's great. It's great for rendering, it's great for line work, but if you want to get down like the basics, sketch with a pencil, sketch with a pen, even better. I need to actually start sketching with pen more, because it really takes away your ability to erase. I've actually trained myself not to use the eraser, I think that you should learn to not use the eraser and not rely on the undo tool too much. This is why I advocate for a physical sketchbook. They will just help you so much down the line, get better at proportion, get better at everything, because you won't have the distort tool or the undo tool to help you. So great, now that you're sketching in a sketchbook every day, I hope you are, now I will be moving on to kind of the big pitfall of so many artists. And hey, I fell into this category so bad. Oh my god, I can't. Let's take a look at some of my art from 2020. Do you see something about it? Sure, the faces look fine. Girl, stop cutting off the drawings at the shoulders! Why are you doing that? Oh my god. Please stop doing that. So the reason that I did this, obviously, is because I wasn't comfortable drawing bodies. But the thing is, if you're not comfortable with something and you don't do it, you're never gonna get comfortable with it. And this is just something that you have to cope with, and you just have to kind of just get through the pain and learn how to draw proportion, learn how to draw bodies. If you're doing it just for a hobby and you honestly don't want to improve, sure, go ahead, draw just pretty girls with a torso. But if you really want to push yourself and really excel at art, do some funky poses, go on quickposes.com, do some 30-second figure drawings, do some 5-minute figure drawings, get it down to a T, and hey, I'm not saying I perfectly know proportion and anatomy, because I don't. And I don't think anyone ever truly will, unless you're like really, really crazy. But taking the first step of just, like I said, not worrying about perfectionism and just drawing what you see and just doing a lot of it and a lot of practice will really help you down the line. Like, if I never forced myself to draw human bodies terribly, I would not be able to do stuff like this. And thank God I did, because imagine me trying to go into the art industry with me drawing only the torso like this. Girl, that would not fly. And yeah, just going off of this, draw things you are not comfortable with. If you don't like to draw backgrounds, draw backgrounds. If you want to learn more about how to draw backgrounds in particular, I'll probably make a more fleshed out video on this down the line. But I actually did give a 30-second clip about how I learned how to do landscape painting and more fleshed out backgrounds in the Skynix 100 tips from artists video. I am tip 98, so you can skip ahead or you can watch the whole video. It's a great video. You will learn so much. So I will be linking it up here. Just remember, I am tip 98. But I think that the most important thing that I brought up there is that I just hear so many people being like, oh my god, I can't draw backgrounds. I just can't do it. It's like impossible for me. And I'm like, honey, it's impossible for you because you don't do it, right? So if you don't do something, like I said earlier, you're just like not gonna know how to do it. You need to bite the bullet and learn how to do it if you want to get good. Because sure, you could just draw your human guy with a white background and him floating in the abyss like I used to do. Like, what? What is this? Or you could learn to do beautiful, lush, perfect, beautiful backgrounds like this. There's clearly one that is more appealing to the eye, and it's honestly not that hard once you get the hang of things. You just kind of need to do it. And just a tip here, you see all these Procreate brushes that I have downloaded. They are not necessary. They are not necessary at all. This is kind of something that I made the mistake. I guess I wouldn't say mistake, because people do like them, but honestly, it is just so much easier to pick a nice textured brush like Nico Roll. Nico Roll is my favorite Procreate brush for, other than Tinderbox. Tinderbox is a great one for line art. Tinderbox is amazing, but Nico Roll is amazing for everything backgrounds. It has a nice texture, it's a flat brush, and you can basically do anything with it. So basically, for this piece here, I basically blocked out the colors with Tinderbox, but then all the texture, all the painting is done with Nico Roll. You can get any texture that you want using one singular brush. Isn't that crazy? And I think it's best to simplify this when you're first learning, because honestly, all these brushes can be so overwhelming and they're not needed at all. I went crazy with these foliage brushes in this piece here that I did probably 2 to 2.5 years ago, and it just looks so overwhelming and crazy. And wouldn't you rather just have a more simplified look like this one? but also this will take practice. But I say practicing with one brush will do you wonders. And I recommend going online and looking up different rendering tutorials on how to render, learn about lighting, learn about color. Those things are really hard, but honestly, if you just look at a reference, having a good reference is key, is absolutely key to learning how to paint, learning how to draw in general. I see so many artists being like, oh my god, but like I can't use a reference because that's cheating. And I'm like, no, it's not. If you don't use a reference, it's not gonna look right. The thing about references is that you can either heavily reference, I recommend heavily referencing photographs. I honestly don't really reference art itself unless it's like a figure drawing of a dynamic pose, and then I change it a lot. But honestly, I think studying from photographs is so important, and it teaches you about light, it teaches you about color. Do not be afraid to color pick, okay? Color picking is so great for learning how color works and how light falls. And if you just do a few pieces, just studying it one for one, and maybe do the first two with color pick and then your second one with some color picking for like the base color, and then you adjust like the hues and the secondary colors involved in the piece, and then move from there, it will help you learn how to do light so quickly and so amazingly. And I believe in you. And once you're good at copying one for one, you can start mixing references together to create beautiful pieces of art. And again, photo bashing is great. I will be just dropping in my little thing about photo bashing from the Skynix video here. If you don't know what photo bashing is, it's basically when you Frankenstein a ton of pictures together. And honestly, I think that tracing photographs when it comes to painting is fair game. Just make sure you add your own personal touch. Tracing can make creating backgrounds so much less terrifying, and photo bashing helps develop those compositional muscles. So yeah, photo bashing is very, very great, and it'll help you build up your compositional muscles and just get you going, okay? Because backgrounds are scary. Backgrounds are really, really scary, and just learning how to draw new things is really terrifying, but you need to take that leap. And I'm here to help you with that because I believe in you, and we can do it. If I can do it, you can do it, right? I think that that's mostly what I have to talk about today in this video. But I could probably make a part 2 talking about how, like, just the nitty-gritty of it and how I went about it. If you guys are interested, please let me know if that would be helpful in the comment section below. But yes, thank you guys so much for coming to my beautiful talk, and I hope that you guys got something out of this little yap session that I had. But I think that the main piece of advice that I can give you is draw often, don't worry about what it looks like, don't be perfectionist, okay? And just try new things. Put yourself out of your comfort zone and try new things. I know it's really hard. I dealt with this. I at one point was like, I can't do digital art. I don't know how to color. I don't know how to render. But then I just went for it. And look at me now. And this can be you. This can be you. It's just, it takes time and it takes effort. And don't worry, because I totally believe in you and you have the power to do this, okay? You are half the way there of being an artist, and you just have to take the first step. And if you have any questions about my process or just things in general, leave them in the comment section below and I will do my best to reply to every question. And yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps me out a lot and you guys mean the world to me. Also, just a quick announcement, guys, I have my Etsy shop. We have a lot of new things available for you. We have our charms. Our My Hero Academia charms are finally up and running. Aren't they beautiful? And we have a ton of fun Pokemon and Splatoon stickers just for you. We also have our K-On! Stuff if anyone's interested in that as well, because K-On's awesome. And with that, guys, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Have a happy holidays or whenever you're watching this, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!